Hi all, welcome to my channel Again. And today we are going to discuss about CI/CD pipeline on AWS Part 3, Part 2 and Part 1 I have already discussed in the previous session. You also go and watch those videos before starting this. And in this session we are going to discuss configuring a web page with code build. And I have mentioned everything in this blog. If you want to check out this blog, you can check that from this link, which I will be keeping in the description box. So let's start. As to configuring a web page with code build. So in the previous session we have created index.html where we have added some data. So in this session we are adding a build spec YAML to code commit repository and complete the build process. Create a build spec YAML file that will contain the pre-build, during build, post build, and also storage artifacts to be performed on the server. So these all should be a part of the build spec YAML that will contain the all of this which I have just mentioned, so that it will get performed on the server during the project build. Okay, so this is the build spec YAML file where we have mentioned all the commands which are needs to be executed and the build commands. We are copying this index HTML to this location, and then these are the commands for config. These are post build commands, which is just we are just echoing configuring nginx. Then the artifacts. So artifact file should be here, which we are copying from here to here. So this is the build spec, simple build spec file, YAML file. So move the file to staging area and then commit this. We have taken this in the loop. We have created this in the local. Now we need to add and commit the add to the staging area, then commit, then push this to the code commit repository, which I have already shown you in the part 1. So please go and watch that video. So like this, after committing, we just push the code to the remote repository of the code commit repository. Then after pushing this code to the remote repository, then it will ask for the credentials, username and password. So that we will give, then we will push the code to the repository, verify the file in remote repository along with the content. So we have already created index.html, then build spec we have created. Now we can verify this content. Now navigate to the code build section of AWS and build project. So this is the code build. We can go here from the AWS console and just search for the code build service, then create the build project, then provide the appropriate details like the project name and the description and the source provided, which is AWS commit from where we are taking, and the repository from which repository we are taking, and the branch name we need to mention, which is a main branch our index.html, and also the build spec are present in the main branch. So we will fetch those from there and provide the environment details on which operating system the code needed to be run with the latest image. Okay, after providing all those details, modify the role name and avoid spaces between the letters. So let's say this is a role name. Now click on the build project. Now build the project. So here artifacts, we are selecting nothing. So and the CloudWatch, it is optional. You can select or neglect. The logs will get monitored in the CloudWatch. Click on the create build project, then you will see the screen like this. You have successfully created the following project, which is a web app build. So verify the project build details and now start the code build. So after verifying these details, we can we can start the code build. So once you click on the start build, code build is get completed, then you can verify the build phases. So once it is completed, you will see the status like this. It is in progress, started, then after success, then you can see after successfully completing, you can see the phase details here: submitted, queued, provisioning, and downloading source, installing pre-build, build, and then post-build, upload artifacts, then finalizing, then completion. So these are the phases which it will go through to build the source code which we have given in the index.html file. You can store the build details in the artifact with the successful build so that you can retrieve the same at any point. Okay, so you can store those build details in the artifact successful build so that you can retrieve the same at any point. So before that, create an S3 bucket, navigate to the S3 bucket in the AWS console and provide the bucket name and create the bucket. Just create a bucket with the appropriate uh, specifications, and then bucket. After creating the bucket, you will get to see the screen like this. This is the screen after the bucket got created, and navigate to the project build. Click on edit and select the artifact. Provide all the details and create the artifact. So here we are creating the artifact to store our artifact of the build which we have just created. Now retry the build. You can see upload artifact section has succeeded. Now get to the S3 bucket and you can see the build here. And see build here. Then if you go inside that, click on open URL to open the web app. Now you can see the web app here. So that's how the entire process works. This is how we build CI/CD pipeline in AWS with the help of code commit, code build, and then also with S3 bucket. So that's how we use all of this, and that's all for today. Thanks for watching. Please watch all the parts, part 1, part 2, part 3, to get a detailed understanding on a CI/CD pipeline on AWS. Thanks for watching until the end, and this is the link which will be having all the details of this blog. You can go and watch this blog by accessing this link which I will be keeping in the description box. Thanks for watching.